I've measured 10 inches. So for every inch, I'm making, and this will come in handy in your life, these are called carpenter's marks. And when you make a mark, when you do something, the mark can get crooked. And so a carpenter's mark is an arrow that points exactly to the mark that you want to make. And I use these all the time. Because when we got our house, the last house, I ripped out all the carpet and I put new floor in it. I did it myself. And I used a lot of carpenter's marks to mark it off and go cut my tiles and do all that stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off. And here's the reason I make 2 marks. Now these marks and this measuring is gonna come in handy for a lot of things. I make 2 marks because I want it to be straight, okay? Here I didn't, but I think I can get it done. So I'm just gonna mark off 1 inch all the way across. And mine got a little crooked, sorry. So once you mark 1 inch all the way across, the next thing that I want you to do is set up your paper for your sphere also, okay? Now, if you look behind me, what you see is, I'm gonna draw a circle, okay? A sphere is a circle that you put value in. Right now, it's a circle. It's not a ball until I make it 3-dimensional with value, okay? And this signifies the table, which is also the horizon line. And we're gonna learn linear perspective, so I'll teach you that also, okay? So what I do is, I usually like to start with my darkest value, okay? I want you to fill in, you can't see it really well, but this is on Clever on a PowerPoint. So what I want you to do is fill in the whole box. And what value really is pressure that you put on it. So I want you to go from putting a lot of pressure on. Now, I want you guys to fill up the whole box to each edge, but I'm gonna go really quickly, so I'm not filling in every box, okay? So I'm putting a lot of pressure and I'm going over it. And then the next box, I don't use as much pressure. And then the next box, I back off on the pressure more. And then I back off on my pressure more. And then I back off on my pressure more, lighter, lighter, lightest. And so I can get it done just by how hard I push, okay? And the reason you're doing this value chart with this sphere is because you're gonna take all these values and put them into this drawing. And I'm gonna give you a value pencil to do that. So if we look up here, the light source is coming from here. So that's the lightest area. And then the darkest area is gonna be over here. And what we have down here is called a cast shadow. So looking at this and looking at that, do you see how important value is in a drawing? Because you can draw stuff really well all you want, but you cannot make it look 3-dimensional unless you put value in it, okay? So I'm gonna do a super, super, super fast value drawing back here. I gotta double check my light sources. Okay, so in the background, I'm gonna take this off. I'm just gonna go for it, okay? In the background, it's really, really dark here because the light is coming from the front right. Okay, down here it's light, and then it gets a little bit darker in here. You guys are gonna do better than me. I'm just doing it real quick, okay? And then back here it's light, then over here it's a little bit darker, and up here it's kind of a medium. Okay, so I know that this ball, I know it's really dark down in here, and I'm just gonna use the scribble method. I want you guys to do value, but I can just do the scribble method to make it because I just want to show you what it's doing. Okay, just even scribbling, can you see it becoming a ball? And then I can go in, I don't like the way that looks, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fill it in. And when I do something that's round, I usually work around the object and go around. If I put lines in a ball, it's not gonna look round, it's gonna look straight. Okay, can you see it's kind of taking form, and can you see it's emerging? There's a lot more work to do, but it's becoming a ball now. So every shape in the world can be turned into a form with value, okay? We are getting ready, we're doing this because we're gonna move into drawing the human face next, and there are no lines on the human face. It's all just shapes. So if we don't know value, we can't draw a face. Okay? All right, so do this tomorrow. Don't do ink tomorrow. If you're, I just want everybody to do this tomorrow, okay? Sound good? We won't make an ink mess because I think that'll drive us up crazy. I've done calligraphy before when I was gone and it did not go well, okay? All right, so you guys have questions for me? This is on Clever and it's the first one, so you guys can look at it. But today, I'm not gonna take any more of your time. Go ahead and work on your calligraphy. Do your ink today while I'm here.